Where do I even begin with this, honestly? The anniversary is supposed to be a way for the creators of a gacha game to show their appreciation to the community for a successful year, because in the opposite case, the game literally gets shut down. Especially because Genshin had an unbelievably profitable launch, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect more than what we are getting. When people say we aren't entitled to anything just because we play the game, technically that's true, but let me put it in perspective. Genshin is the third highest revenue generating mobile game in the world, reportedly accumulating close to $1.9 billion in the year it's been out. And all we are getting as thanks for the success is 10 fates, which for a majority of people will be 9 3-star weapons and a random 4-star. Is it better than nothing? Obviously yes, but it's just as much disappointing and comes off as disrespectful because it seems like they don't genuinely appreciate all our support. And I'm not speaking on my behalf here. I'm very fortunate to have the luxury to be able to spend money on the game, so it's not like I'm in dire need of another 5-star. I'm coming from the perspective of the millions of players in the community who deserve better for supporting the game and making it what it is. Yes, they might not put down thousands of dollars, but even the free-to-plays contribute to the success of the game just by playing it, talking about it on social media, and overall helping the fan base grow. I recognize that there were some people out there who set their expectations far too high, but at the same time, it's not like they haven't been trying to build up the anniversary as a special occasion themselves. I literally just don't understand what the purpose of being so stingy is. Obviously, everyone will point to greed, that by giving out less, people will be forced to spend more, but literally every gacha game prioritizes profits, so why is it that anniversaries are universally the most generous times of the year? It's because it's good marketing. You have players getting hyped up for months on end, culminating in an event that has the best content available and the best rewards available. Newcomers will readily start playing because the free rewards give them a head start, returning players are reminded of why they love the game, and when the player base is feeling good, they are more than willing to open their wallets. Of course, I do recognize that Genshin is different from your average gacha game in that characters are not just a simple animation and gameplay isn't really copy-pastable. So I can kinda understand why the current banners are lackluster and why the event we are getting is kinda standard. Though if they did do more, it would have gone a long way. For the rewards which they could have given out with almost no effort though, there's just no excuse. At the end of the day, an anniversary is a big opportunity that only comes around once a year. And miHoYo is literally just not capitalizing on the things that should make it exciting. Of course, I need to talk about the community events, which has spurred on most of the recent controversy. I feel like most people don't really know that they've been doing these kinds of contests since forever. The 10% Welcome Moon is the exception, and yes, that is incredibly stupid. So my problem is less about the actual rewards of these contests, though they do suck, and more about the fact that Genshin's public relations team is out of their mind for being so out of touch with the community to the point that they thought now was a good time to do something like this. To the player base, who was desperately awaiting the announcement of better rewards, getting this while the main problem is still being ignored was like the worst outcome. My biggest takeaway from this situation is that miHoYo absolutely should try to be more in tune with what the community wants. You can say that they won't care because the game still makes money at the end of the day, but this awful situation should have never happened to begin with. With less than 1 week away before the 1-year date, I have no hope for getting anything else. If they did have something, they should have definitely already shown it by now. I love Genshin Impact as a game, and I will forever be grateful for how much it has given me over the past year, but I am really disappointed that this celebration won't be achieving what it could be. Sorry for ranting and this overall being a rather depressing video, but I definitely feel like I needed to say this. As always, thank you for watching.